Dog Wellesley friends. It's Hillary. I am sitting here on the floor. I actually have just finished doing a Zoom with my little preschooler friends, but I realized now that I've got my camera set up, I might as well answer a question that I got yesterday in a direct message on Instagram. I'm not going to use your name because you know who you are, but it is someone who follows me, and she's been doing lots of hard work, and her dog, who used to be leash reactive, lunging and barking and just having a free-for-all, every time that the dog saw somebody else across the street or walking their dog, she has been taking my advice and walking her dog next to her, at her side, and at her pace, and being calm before they leave the house. And she's using a prong collar so she's got better directional control and she can communicate more clearly with her dog. She's doing all the right things that she needs to do. But she sent me a message and said that her dog is still occasionally running up the adrenaline ladder and flipping out when they see someone else out in public. And she said, I don't want to correct him in public because I did last week, and the person who had the other dog, even though they were kind of in the distance, when we went by each other, she gave me a nasty look. And I feel like it was for correcting my dog. Hey, I know how that feels, believe me, because people are so judgmental. We live in a world where everybody judges everything just at face value. Now, here's what I have to say to you about being afraid of correcting your dog in public. Yeah, the world is a crazy place right now. But you know what? Even before COVID-19, the world was already a crazy place. And you are doing what is right for you and your dog. In correcting your dog for being a little turkey when there's another dog in the distance, you are teaching your dog that it's unacceptable. You are telling your dog that you are the leader and they have to follow you. You are overall lowering your dog's adrenaline and stress levels, and you are doing the hard work that it takes to get your dog to a better place so that you guys can live a better life together. And the other part of it is that you are also teaching your dog to behave and live in a way that is more comfortable for all of the people around you. And that includes that judgmental person who had the nerve to give you a nasty look for correcting your dog. So you've got to stop caring what other people think. You're not picking your dog up and throwing it. You're not beating it up. You're not abusing your dog. All you did was give your dog a simple leash pop and told your dog to knock it off. You're not screaming at your dog. You're not yelling at your dog. You're not being an abusive person. But we live in a world now that's so politically correct and so false and phony about everybody having nothing but dogs who are angels sent down from heaven, who want to do nothing but please their owners and please the world around them, and they should never be said no to, and they should never be corrected. And guess what? That's entirely false, wrong, ridiculous, and oftentimes the people who are the most judgmental are people who don't even have a dog. It's just kind of like parenting. Everybody's a great parent until they have a child. So, you need to do what you need to do on the inside to get a thicker skin on the outside, and show your dog that you will not put up with lunging and barking and being antisocial when you are out in public. You need to keep using the equipment that we have set up. You need to absolutely work out on your driveway and out in front of your house. And if you have a friend that has a dog that he doesn't know, that you could ask to walk by so that when your dog is reactive, you can correct them just out in front of your house. Just enlist the help of someone who is, because who's got their head screwed on straight. But do not be afraid to correct your dog in a fair and efficient manner when you are out in public, because anybody who is judging you needs to mind their own business and worry about themselves and their own dog. So I know it's difficult. I suffered through it myself with my very first dog, and she was just horrible to walk. But now she's wonderful. And as a side note, this is what is so wonderful about e-collars, because we can correct our dog in a way that's meaningful and fair and just says to them, hey, knock it off, without the rest of the world knowing and judging us. So I know you haven't really dove into e-collar work yet, but if you think about it, and if you truly are not comfortable correcting your dog in the other ways with spatial pressure and the leash work that we've talked about, if I were you, I would strongly think about getting a mini educator from e-collar technologies and doing some e-collar work, because your dog will realize that you really truly are in charge, you will be fair, but you're not going to jeopardize your dog's safety or your peace of mind by allowing your dog to act like an idiot just because there might be some judgmental fool who you don't even know walking up the street. You're doing the right thing. I'm proud of you. Keep doing it. All right, I'll see you soon.